Hello, welcome to my page, The Urban Woman Tarot. This is my YouTube platform, which I don't necessarily operate from. My foundation and where I started was on Facebook. I'm not computer savvy, so I operate everything from Facebook and then come here. So please, the link is in the description box thing below. If you would like to, follow me on Facebook, just so you know that this channel here is where I do monthly readings specifically for zodiac signs. So on my Facebook page, I do oracle readings. I do a few of those a week, but they are general readings for like a 30-day time period, and they are also like a collective reading. I am more spiritual based, so you will, anytime I read, I'm like spirituality all through it. So anyways, I don't do personal readings right now. If that changes, I'll be glad to let you know. If you decide that you want to send a donation, like I only use Cash App, check that description also in the box, in the link below, because I've noticed people have been getting scammed, and everyone seems like they're having to do that now. So, alright, so just so you know, the month of May, we're going to have Mercury going retrograde. So I would Google Mercury retrograde and how that will affect how that will affect you, like as a water sign, or you as a Cancerian. So I would look into that, because things get wonky when Mercury's in retrograde. If you know what's going on around you, you know how to navigate life and roll with the punches. So see what Mercury means for you, and hopefully it will tie into this reading as well. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread with the Line Strider Tarot. Oh wow, play so. Alright, so some way, shape, or form. Hold on. Alright, so you avoided some type of situation. So this is for Cancer, water sign. You are either alright, so look, here's the deal. If you're a female watching this, I would say, like in the past, maybe in the month of April, past, whenever you're watching this, okay, past 3 weeks, could have been past 3 months. You may have felt like a lighthearted energy about yourself, and this energy, I would say, brought in things that help keep building at that. You could have been getting messages from guys, or if not actual guys, then situations that caused your heart to flutter, that gave you a flirtatious, heart-opening type of energy. These things have either made you very passionate right now, like you're very driven, you're looking good, you're definitely looking good. I would say that your energy right now is really drawing a lot of attention and eyes to you. But there's something here that's been avoided. So there was some type of shake-up or something that happened. And it could have been with an earth sign. We do have earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy here. This guy, if that's the case, was a challenge for you. It would definitely, it's something that needed to happen to change someone's perspective. Now, the Hanged Man, if I'm not mistaken, That's, I think that's like water sign energy. So that could be very representative of you. Maybe you needed a change of perspective that could have caused you to finally wake up and see something for what it was. I'm getting thrown off just because there's so many freaking people here. There's a lot of people. Either there's a lot of people or it's like two people and just different energies going on here. So, you have protection around you. If you are the first story where I said that you were very passionate at this time, you're noticing like things are very, they could be heated or they're blossoming, they're opening up, they are taking off. There's definitely a feminine moving forward type of movement going on here. However, I am getting stuck in this because I said of three people, because there's like three females right here all in the top of this reading. So either whatever, you may have just taken charge of something that wasn't moving forward for you, and maybe you could have said something, you know, put your foot down, made a decision that something wasn't going to happen. And if that's the case, then I would say, you know, this, because what we're moving into, this is probably why I said, you know, check into Mercury retrograde, because Mercury retrograde could actually definitely make you in this energy right here. So there's definitely something that you're sure about. I don't know if like maybe this person, this King of Pentacles over here, came in and started some shit. I'm kind of like debating on whether to... Alright, well fuck it, let me do it. Hold on. Maybe you saw... You didn't... Okay, so like this King of Pentacles, he is in challenge position. I don't know if this is like a boss. This very well could be a boss, okay? So, some way, shape, or form, this male presence, this masculine energy here, is challenging you some way, shape, or form. So, either this is about business, your abundance, your stability, something that makes you feel grounded and secure, or this could have been, or this is like a failing businessman who could be corrupted, who's cold, materialistic, who's unstable. Some type of, maybe you saw something coming with him. I mean, you're a water sign, you're intuitive, because we got this hangman energy, and maybe you saw something coming and you were like, oh hell, I need to avoid this right here. So I'm going to take action and I'm going to change it up and go this route. Now, because you know, this doesn't necessarily have to be love related. Although, if this is a businessman and that's how you're taking it, there was some type of offer in the past that really got your hopes up. Now, I mean, you can have a business offer that gets your hopes up. You can have a businessman come in and be like, look, here, I'd like to invest, I want to do this, and you're like, okay, you're feeling good about it, you're taking action on it, and then it's like, he pops up and he's like, well, because I gave you this, I own 30%, I'm invested 30% of this, so now you've got to do, and I want to do this right here, and you've got to do this. And you're like, hold up, wait a minute. No, hell I don't. I mean, it almost feels kind of like, look, take the analogy I just gave and apply that into your situation. Because even if it's not like a business analogy, like, I mean, you could take that analogy and make it a relationship, if that's what this is. This could even be a parent, you know. I feel though it's a masculine energy. And look, here's the deal, okay? If you are the male Cancerian watching this, then let me go right back here for a second. Okay, if you are a male Cancerian watching this, you could have been overbearing on a female. Now look, I would say that either your perception about this has changed and you're able to see that now. So, and if that's the case, then you need to take proper action, maybe in making it the situation right. Though I would be, hold on now, I would be very careful about how you take action because Mercury's in retrograde. So you could take the month of May and use this month of May to really see how this situation pans out and use Mercury to your advantage, which would be, you know, reflecting on the situation, reevaluating it, changing up, really rethinking maybe what went wrong, how to course correct, and how to get back on track. Use the month of May to your advantage and to take the time to be able to do that. Now, if you are a female, then you're the female Cancerian watching this, and this has happened to you. I would take the month of May here to really think about how you, like the same thing I just said with the male. May is really going to be, and May is also the number 5, which is about change. And, you know, the Tower, usually, because you got the Tower, although it's in reverse, either you're coming out of a shakeup, a Tower moment that just happened, or you saw something because of this Hangman here, and you were able to avoid it, you know, what do you call that, juke and jive, or juke out of the situation. So I would take the month of May to reflect upon this situation. Now, my advice to you is, and this is just my personal advice to you, okay? Because we got this Queen of Swords energy over here. Queen of Swords in reverse. She is like off with your motherfucking head. This Queen of Swords is like Alice in Wonderland. The queen who's like, off with his head. That's this Queen of Swords over here in reverse. So whatever you do, if you are a female, do not let this month turn you into being careless, cruel, harsh, cold-hearted. Because this woman right here is dangerous. This woman is dangerous. Okay? So please be, you know, aware of that. Now, if you are the male Cancerian watching this, and if you fit the scenario of something happened with a female here that has, whatever has happened between you and this female has somewhat turned her cold and into this Queen of Swords. So what can you, I would say, I wouldn't hold my guard up, okay, unless you know, you need to discern on that, because I guess that situation really depends on your situation, which I don't really know the situation. Just know that this feminine energy here is in this cold-hearted energy. And this could end up being, you know, like the end of the month. The end of May. So, I would just be cautious and aware of this energy so you know how to proceed. I would expect, you know, this female to be in her, you know, reverse Queen of Swords. energy. I would not let her coldness get the best of me, though. That's the thing I'm trying to say. And I would be, like with this hangman energy in the bottom, in the base down here, I would definitely, be aware and try to look at the situation and see how you can learn from the situation. And also, because if you want to fix the situation, then you've got to repair it. Which, of course, is completely, up to you. All right, your advice. Okay, so we have the Judgment card, Seven of Swords, Temperance, and the Four of Cups. All right, so the advice is Judgment. I don't know. I would have to say then that means that a breakup, a shake-up, something happened. So this is also Archangel Gabriel here. So your advice is to really reflect this month. Listen to your inner calling. Know that rebirth and reckoning, awakening, absolution is all around you this month. It's the month of May, the month of change, the month of Mercury retrograde. Okay, now in your environment, you really need to look at this month things, because this is the energy that's going to be around you. This is going to, okay, so here, listen, this is the energy this month of, you need to reflect. You need to pay attention to what your inner calling, especially with this hangman over here, is asking you to do. Whatever light within you that's going down, especially if you are the feminine watching this, you need to let your passion be your light. So where is your passion trying to take you? It's not a month to do a lot of action in like everyday life, okay? It's actually a month to sit still and do all this stuff within, okay? A lot of people don't like that. That's why we have months like this with this Mercury retrograde. And if Saturn's anywhere out there in the mix playing around, then you can definitely know then that your ass will be sitting down. Because, and I'm going to tell you the thing about Mercury retrograde, if you do not take the time, Mercury retrograde is an offer. You're going to get, it's going to be dealt to you regardless if you don't want it or not, okay? You cannot avoid Mercury retrograde. If you do not take the time out to reflect and to look into your life and the things that are not working, the things that need to be changed, and sit down and think about them, look at them, work, not necessarily work just yet. Hold on, let me backtrack on the work, because this is a time of thinking and discerning and figuring out and problem solving. If you ask questions during a Mercury retrograde, you can instantly receive the answers. So this is a time for inner work, not a time for outside work. Like, it's it has become one of my favorite songs by Lauryn Hill. But Lauryn Hill is like, how you gonna win if you ain't right within? I've been saying that shit like just about every single day. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? How you gonna win if you ain't right within? How you gonna win if you ain't right within? Yeah, you can't win if you're not right within. You got to get right within yourself first. And once you figure that out, then you can see like, woo. Okay, now that right there, the little woo, the takeoff, that's going to be like in the month of June, okay, like after Mercury gets back station. So take the month of May to really sit down and look around, figure some shit out. Now, in your environment, you may have apologies coming in from said person over here, whoever you had this somewhat falling out with, or this tower moment with. Something went down, but so I would say that they come back. Whoever the person you're dealing with will come back. They'll apologize, but you still need to take the time this month to think around this situation with this person. Okay. there will be healing. I know that if you're scared that there may not, you have hopes for, either you've got hopes for reconciliation or they have hopes for reconciliation. There's hopes for, and you got Judgment here, a second chance at this. There are 2 second chance cards coming in, and your outcome is the 4 of Cups. So there is an offer here on the table, which could happen like the end of, the end of the month, the end of May. This offer coming in, because, 4 of Cups is like boredom, depression. You miss something. You feel stuck, but it's in the reverse, thank God. This is the card I love to see in the reverse, the 4 of Cups, because this means like an opportunity is offered. It's what you want. There's a lot of passion. There's going to be action in it. And you've got this Queen of Wands energy up here. Remember, I was picking up on her. So it will come in and it will come back around. But you need to this will be the end of May, beginning of June, which would be perfect timing going into the end of a Mercury retrograde. There's some situation here that's got someone wounded to the point of where they're like, I'll give this one last time here, but that's it. All right, I got one more time. It is, whatever it is structured around your security, your stability. Is something you've worked hard for. I would say there is definitely some. We've got the sun over here as well, so I'm not exactly sure what the situation was, but it almost seems like something happened that they say everything is meant to be. So everything happens for a reason. If you can, somewhat shed light and figure out maybe why this had to happen, either for you to learn or grow, or either for them to learn and grow. Maybe you both needed to learn and grow so you could both come back together and make it right this time or something. Alright, so your advice, whoa! And your advice card is passion. Like hot. I know I talked about that a few times. Alright, so when you are down, look up. The direction here is north and the color is white. Take time to appreciate and enjoy the sweetness of life. Light the fires of passion in your belly and in your heart. When you are down, you may have to look up for inspiration. You may have to look at your life in a new way and make some sacrifices to gain the treasures that are waiting for you. Are you holding yourself back? Sing and chant and listen to the music of nature. Heal your negative feelings. Remember that in the darkest night, you can see the most stars. The bright scarlet of the macaw burns brightly from a black landscape. Like her, you are always in a state of becoming, and at times it will feel as if your path is completely obscured. But fear not. Your journey is one of spirit, and the light of your heart's desires can always guide the way. Remember that you are very strong and have all you need to see your journey to its end, even when your trail winds through a mysterious landscape. Embrace the life of a wanderer, finding oceans of joy in the unknown path to the next horizon. Find a different kind of security, one that is deep within your heart, in a place of peace and well-being. It is the treasure of your hero's journey. Damn, boy, Cancer, that was very pretty. Alright, so your past life, there's something around a child here that is an issue. If you've been, were you trying to conceive and maybe it didn't go down, or was there an argument about trying to have a kid? Alright, so you could be, you know what, if this is not an actual literal baby, there is something here in the infant stages. Okay? Now, I don't know, you could, here, keep in mind it's for a lot of people. But anyways, this could be one of them things where you meet someone who's of a different religious background, and they're like, you're going to have to convert to my religion in order to be with me. Okay? That could be popping up. There's someone here that maybe you moved in with them, and there was an argument or something that went about, and it's like you're being asked to have trust and faith in this situation. Your angel message is so Azure. I love this card. Your desired outcome will occur in the near future, so have patience, faith, and don't force it to happen. So yes, you definitely need to continue with working on yourself, even if it is in its infant stages, okay? Don't be scared. You got everything you need to succeed here. Even if this is a detour, you'll find your way back to you'll figure out how to course correct. I would say that this is definitely geared around a romance or something. So you're at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. Take action. You're in touch with the truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. And you have Archangel Gabriel showing up, which does not shock me because they say Archangel Gabriel's in this judgment card here. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow your insecurities to hold you back. Alright, so your Ascended Master is Henna with freedom. So maybe there is stress in this situation you need to free yourself from, or this, if you're a female watching this, then the things that are going on around us in our environment will help us to break free from, as long as we work within. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? If you, by doing that will make you feel free, more freedom in your life. There's something here you need to learn. You have a magical way about you, either like with crystals or just like learning, but there's something that you need to use, whether it's like your manifestation abilities, whichever, but you also need to see the other person's point of view. So be open to the other person's point of view. Alright, your Oracle from Rama card is Deep into the Forest, which is all about, going within, deep retreat. The divine travelers go deeper into the forest. So the indication here is deeper spiritual practice is favored, and material endeavors are not advised. Okay, so this is definitely a time for you to be like going within and doing that inner work. Alright, what divine guidance do you have? Alright, so you've got the holy name with pure devotion and the number 7. Benefits come from a new teacher and or guide. Oh, wow. So maybe it's time for you to get a new teacher. 2, 6, 2, 6, 7. Alright, so this is going to be your message for the end here. Okay, so Sita, Rama, and Lakshmana met the venerable ancient seer Agastya in their travels to the south. The company of the wise brings joy, seeing the 3 holy wonders. One's yearning of the heart are naturally fulfilled. So in our journey to a far region, a new sage guide is discovered who grants great blessings and imparts special advice. One should benefit from this meeting and search out the way to go farther. Our travel takes a new and auspicious turn. So that is all I have for you. I thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you again here soon. Take care. Namaste.